Sooner Scoop HD.
Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com here with five-star quarterback, Oklahoma offer, DJ Lagway. Are you getting used to, major Power 5 schools just being here at practice every day watching you work out today, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a blessing, obviously, because I remember a year ago, none of this was happening here, and it's been a real blessing to have them here.
Now, I want to tell everybody, because I'm going to hear how short I am standing next to you here. I am off the track. DJ's on it, but he is a tall guy, so gonna make me look short, and everybody, I'm going to hear about it. I know it already. But, no, obviously, Clemson here today, Oklahoma here today. I believe that was Northwestern as well. Yeah. Okay. How do you navigate that? I mean, obviously, you got to go into your locker room, be with your guys, and they know those guys are here watching you, but you can help them as well. I mean, you get them looks, that kind of thing. Is the rest of the team kind of there to keep you humble, making sure you don't lose sight of all the stuff you guys are wanting to do with all the attention that's come in so early?
No, sir, not at all. I just feel like it helps us all as a team get better because we got to be on our best every single day, no slacking days off, because there's schools always out here looking at us. So I feel like it's a big help for our team because even when we're in the weight room, we can't skip reps because schools are looking. So it's like it helps everybody as a team to have good days every single day and push hard every single day because somebody's watching.
Okay. Well, now, aside from that, obviously, new coaching staff has come in here at Willis. What's that been like under Coach Miller? I mean, it seems like, I've got to think you like it, man. I'm seeing a lot of vertical passes from you right now.
Yes, sir. I'm loving it, really. It's helping me be a better quarterback, checking reads and making all that, picking up blitzes, and this is helping me a lot as a better quarterback, making me a better quarterback.
Now, is that something, I guess it's still the off season technically, but obviously you're going through spring ball. Is there something that you've really made a point from the end of last year to next year, like, I want to really improve this aspect of my game?
Just putting my team in a better situation, like changing them from play to play. If I got a run play and they're all blitzing, get them out of it and get a touchdown type deal. Like, just that stuff, just being an overall better quarterback.
Can you sense it slowing down a little bit for you? It's easier to see what the defense is trying to do with you, that kind of thing?
Yes, sir, no doubt. I feel like I'm out there playing Madden right now, honestly. So it's been pretty fun just sitting back and just controlling the whole game, having the game in my hands.
Okay. Like we said, a lot of attention already for you. And I know the last time Coach Levy was here was the day that Oklahoma ended up offering you a little later that afternoon. What's that relationship kind of been like? Obviously, I know you went up there and you and I talked about it, and I know you really loved that trip. What's that like as you get more familiar with that staff as a whole?
Oh, that's definitely one of my top teams on my list, honestly. I can't even lie. Me and Coach Levy have one of the best relationships out of all the coaches I've talked to. We talk two times a week, and I have a real good relationship with Coach Levy.
Now, I covered Jeff when he was your age. That's how old I am. What is it that kind of makes him, I guess what works for you as far as your relationship with him? What do you like about him?
He's a good, genuine dude. He's just like my coach over there. He's just Coach Miller. He's just like him. They act just alike. I always say that. So I like his demeanor, his attitude. I love everything about Coach Levy. Okay. Now, and
we'll get into a few other things, but as far as Oklahoma, I know you and I talked a little off camera. You already know when you're going back up there the next time. What's the plan for that?
I'm just trying to get up there June 3rd for the barbecue, just have fun with some of the other recruits there, and just kick it with the coaches and build relationships with the other coaches, and that's it, really have fun.
Now, I know as a guy that lives in Texas, barbecue is serious down here. Are you ready to test some Oklahoma barbecue, see if it stacks up, man?
Oh, yes, sir, no doubt. Yes, sir, no doubt. I'm ready to test and see what they got.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Sir.
Well, now, I know you've got some other stuff coming up. You mentioned a couple other big national programs you're going to go check out. What else is kind of on the horizon for you?
Really just I'm going to go to Clemson. I'm going to go camp there, and I'm going to go to Oregon to visit. And then I got to go into the QB retreat in California, I think May 30th. Just really just get ready with my guys for the season, really. That's the main focus.
Okay. Now, as you've taken more trips and you're getting more familiar with just recruiting and how it all works, quarterbacks always have a tendency to commit a little bit before everybody else, and they start working on the class. And obviously, it's not that point for you. But what do you have a timeline? Like, I want to be done by X. I mean, whatever that day is. Do you kind of know I want to have my decision by a certain point?
I most definitely want to have my decision by this time. Honestly, this time, about mid-year, start narrowing it down, top 5, top 10, just get, and then about around January. That's when I'll probably make my decision around there, somewhere around there.
Now, there's a lot of fluctuation. Are there a few schools that you're pretty sure, like if I said, okay, 6 months from now you're going to make a top 5?
Yes, sir.
Are there a few schools you're like, I'm pretty sure they're going to be there, and I got to figure out 3 or 4 others?
Yes, sir. No doubt. There's a couple schools like that. Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now, you can wink if one of them would be Oklahoma, man. Okay. All right, you didn't even try to hide it. All right, I like it.
Yes, sir.
Well, and I guess, we talked about it a lot. All this attention, all these schools. Is there any school that you haven't heard from that you're kind of hoping maybe gets involved?
USC. That's
Okay.
what I haven't heard from yet, but I can't wait to get involved with them,
Okay.
talk to them. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's the school.
All right, I got you. As you start looking at all these schools, and this is always kind of a last question I like to ask, all these places have great facilities and great coaches. I mean, there's a lot of things. How do you separate it? I mean, is it just the relationships? Is it NFL track record? I mean, I know NIL's become a big thing. I mean, what are things you're kind of looking for that are going to be important?
Really, all of that stuff comes apart with it, but the main big part is just that family atmosphere, somewhere I feel like I'm at home, somewhere I can spend the next 3 to 4 years at and play ball and get better. That's the main focus.
And I'm going to be a liar because I said it was the last question. I always tack one more on. I apologize. Last one though, really, with regard to Oklahoma, I haven't really talked to you. What's your relationship like with Coach Venables? I mean, you mentioned kind of a family atmosphere, and I know that's something he pushes a lot. But have you really had a chance to talk with him much so far?
Yes, I talked to him a couple times. Yes, so we have good conversations when I talk to him.
Okay.
So I like Coach Venables. He's a real good guy.
Okay. Good. Well, again, this has been Josh McCuistion of Soonerscoop.com here with Oklahoma quarterback offer DJ Lagway.
Sooner Scoop HD.